Hello and welcome to Biology Weekly. Today is our first scientist of the month, Rosalind Franklin. Rosalind Franklin was born in 1920 in London, England. She was the second of five kids. Her genius was noticed at an early age. She excelled in school and was able to attend St. Paul's Girls' School, one of the very few schools at that time that was teaching chemistry and physics to women. At the time of her graduation, she earned a coveted scholarship, but that was instead given to a deserving refugee student at her father's request. So as you can see, there was no shortage of altruism in the Franklin household. In fact, leading up and during World War II, the Franklins supported Jewish refugees, even opening up their home to some so that they may have a place to stay. Although she did not have a very long career, she had a very important career. During World War II, she studied the porosity, density, and disintegration during temperature increase of coal, so that the Allies could better predict fuel purposes and for production of gas masks. After the war, she left for Paris, where she worked with Jacques Mering and where she learned X-ray crystallography. She was able to coin the terms graphitizing and non-graphitizing carbon. After 5 years in Paris, she moved back to London, where she worked at King's College London. Being one of the first to have mastered X-ray crystallography, which was a relatively new science, she was assigned to work with Maurice Wilkins, a leading DNA researcher at the same college. Using X-ray diffraction, the picture that she took, photo 51, happened to be her most famous scientific achievement. The photo 51 is shown in this picture here, and this was a key missing link in the race to map the structure of DNA. In fact, it was used as proof that DNA was in fact a double helical structure, so the structure like this, and it was used as a supporting evidence by James Watson and Francis Crick, who developed one of the first correct DNA models. After several years, Franklin left King's College for Birkbeck College. Here she was given more responsibility, and she was able to run her own research group. She studied RNA and RNA viruses, focusing first on the tobacco mosaic virus, and then later she moved on to study poliovirus. Although she could not finish her work on poliovirus because of her untimely, unfortunate death, her team succeeded in creating a poliovirus model. Franklin died on 16 April 1958 at the age of 37. She had no children, and in her will, she left her money to her nurse, friends, and the rest to charities. She had many challenges to face. Although she never considered herself any more than a scientist, she was a pioneer. Everywhere she went, she was always a minority, either based on her faith or based on her gender. She was the only Jewish student during her time at Linder's School. While working at King's College, she was one of the very few women there. She was constantly treated differently by her colleagues based on her gender. Wilkins compared that she was too intense looking and blunt compared to his shyness. Watson complained that she was difficult to work with, in part because of her carelessness with her appearance. In fact, in 1962, when the Nobel Prize was awarded to Francis Crick, James Watson, and Maurice Wilkins, Franklin was unfairly and notably left out. It was claimed that she wasn't given the award and she was not included, not because she was a woman, but because the Nobel Prize could not be given posthumously. However, that rule came about only in 1974, which was 12 years after her death. So clearly, she was deliberately left out of the Nobel Prize. Well, that's how it seems like. And later, Aaron Klug, who also earned a Nobel Prize for continuing with Rosalind Franklin's work at Birkbeck College. So looks like if she was alive when Aaron Klug earned his Nobel Prize, she might have even earned her second Nobel Prize at that time. So I hope this video was interesting and had some nice facts. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel. And please leave your feedback and comments below. Thank you very much.